Taking into account, we are talking about WWE as a whole. They've always put unrealistic characters out there. I mean, if you want to go back to 1990s, New Generation era, the cartoon era, that the amount of unrealistic characters that came out of there, characters that didn't even make sense for the people that were playing them. Prime example, Isaac Yankem, DDS. Who would trust
that one
that looks become a dentist looking like that?
What about Farouk with the Juggernaut?
Juggernaut. I don't remember that. I only remember Farouk from when he was a tag champ and then Nation of Domination.
Now, before that, Vince first brought him when he first made the jump from WCW to WWF at that point. His first persona, I think, was like a Juggernaut. He had this blue wrestling costume with a massive sized biker's helmet.
Oh yes. Now I remember. Yes. He looked a little bit like Max Moon back then with that whole blue.
Looked like Vince. Yeah. Made him look like a clown.
Like I looked at that, I'm like, what is this guy supposed to be? Like, what are you supposed to be? A gladiator or a fool or a jester? What are you?
Then he takes the Godfather, right? And for some reason or the other, Papa Shango,
the voodoo character,
who made the Ultimate Warrior sick just by dangling some fake skulls.
I don't know how people believed that. That was the weirdest storyline. I went and watched that. I'm like, this is not even believable. Ultimate Warrior's acting wasn't even believable at that point.
And that's the reason why Ultimate Warrior never made it big in WWF, because he gave Vince an ultimatum that he either gets paid the same as Hulk Hogan or he leaves. And if you really look at it, Ultimate Warrior wasn't in the same league as Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
So
I think it's because of his physique.
It's not only because of his physique. It's like Ultimate Warrior. Who is the character supposed to be? You got somebody dressed up in yellow or mustard that's looking like a bridge between a red Indian warrior and a white Caucasian soldier with a bridge in between, who goes jumping around in the air, fight and trying to call the spirits. But yet you never properly introduce the character of the Ultimate Warrior. Who is the Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah. Like, now that when you explain it like that and you break it down, it sounds ridiculous.
It's same like this. In a documentary that was done with Mark Calloway, he said that before he debuted as the Undertaker at Survivor Series in 1990, what had happened was Vince had put, and now we call them Easter eggs, right? Vince had put an egg there for a good couple of months, and he thought that he was going to be Eggman.
Oh my God. And then the egg hatches and out comes the gobbledygooker.
Exactly.
That's a terrible gimmick.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying when it comes to gimmick and persona. It has to be believable. Look at people like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Fair enough, those two never got along. They might have made peace now with themselves, but it's the way that they played the role They worked the gimmick with the persona. I mean, nobody would have not with the way that Bret Hart wrestled. Nobody would have said that he's not the Hitman because of the way that he wrestled. And with Shawn Michaels, nobody would have said that he is not the Heartbreak Kid because he tried to garner himself with as much glamour as possible.
That's true. And if you look at it, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels never really had a gimmick. They were just themselves eccentric.
Exactly.
They didn't,
That is
Yeah.
all. That's the point I'm trying to make.